Now, will it?
Yeah, we're live.
Okay. Can you see it still?
Yeah, can see it. I'm not sure if you can do a full screen with it.
See, I have to get out of this again.
I mean, just the PowerPoint slides show
Yeah.
one slide only.
I was going to put it into the mode, but I don't see where I can share the whole screen. Is there a way to do that?
You could do slides, the presentation view, maybe. Can you do that? Yeah.
Do you see
that
this?
one.
You see it now? Okay.
No, it's the same thing. So run with that. You can go ahead and start the presentation. I will just switch off my camera and audio, and you can run it from here, William.
Okay. All right. Well, today we're going to talk about keywords, and the way people shop has changed in the age of search engines. So people are increasingly using search engines to help them find the products or services they're looking for. To do this, they type keywords in sites like Google, YouTube, or Bing, or Yahoo, or whatever. And the engines then rank sites related to those keywords based on relevance and authority. So whether you know it or not, your website is always targeting certain keywords. Search engines extract these keywords from your own page text, headers, page titles, inbound links, and other factors. However, you might not have made a conscious decision to target those keywords. So even if you did, you might not be monitoring your rankings or have a sense of how good your chances are of ranking well for those keywords. And choosing the right keyword is often the difference between getting found in search and not getting found. As a result, keyword research is the foundation of effective online marketing strategy. But there are several variables that impact keyword selection. These variables can be divided into two groupings: primary selection variables and prioritization variables. So in selection of keywords, it's important to understand what aspects of keywords make them important to your business. Different variables or characteristics of a keyword help determine whether the keywords are worth consideration in your SEO strategy.
William,
Yes.
just want to interrupt you shortly. We still just see your first slide. I would assume that you're on the second or third one now.
I am.
Yeah. I think you need to just click on your left hand side to select them manually.
Okay. So if
that's number 4, yeah.
Okay. So this is 3. And then I was on 4.
Okay. Yeah. I'll keep quiet now.
Okay. Well, thank you. So anyway, only if keywords pass the primary selection test can they be subjected to the prioritization variable test. Consideration for primary keyword selection are ensuring keyword terms and phrases have sufficient search volumes, and ensuring the chosen keyword terms are relevant, and then assessing levels of relative competition. So if the search term doesn't satisfy the criteria of sufficient volume, then it is removed from the list. Likewise, if it does not satisfy the relevancy criteria, it should not be considered. And then the keyword priority, things to consider when prioritizing keywords: the competitive advantage for products and services, the profitability of the products and services associated with keywords. Then prior to entering the vetting process, a keyword opportunity list should be generated. So the keyword opportunity list, the first phase of creating an initial keyword opportunity list involves brainstorming as many keyword ideas as possible. And actually, you can create a Excel spreadsheet to do that. And then, you can delete stuff as you go through it. But you need to be listing root brands and product services and names, and then brainstorming variations of a product and brand-related keywords. And then talking to clients to determine what term they use in search, and studying competitor sites. Adding geographic variations. For example, in the first we were talking about lawyers, but now we can define it a little bit better: Miami lawyers or Dade County lawyers, and then add descriptive variations, so e.g. personal injury lawyers, slip and fall lawyers. But taking all the variations and entering them into Google AdWords keyword tool will suggest numerous other variations. With this list in hand, keywords list can be vetted. And then keyword terms and phrases. Once all keyword possibilities with sufficient search volumes are selected, keywords must then be filtered for relevancy. You don't want to pull in traffic. You want to ensure that your traffic is of high quality. And then quality traffic helps you convert your visitors into customers at a higher rate. So let's demonstrate the importance of relevant traffic through an example. If a small law office in Boise, Idaho were able to achieve a ranking for the generic term lawyers, they would be inundated with irrelevant calls from people in New York City, Chicago, Miami, and Los Angeles. Realistically, less than 1% of the queries from the term lawyer would be potential clients from the Boise area. So it would be a tremendous distraction for the staff taking calls or filtering out the bad leads. Eat up time and resources you need to nurture your more valuable leads in the Boise area. And keyword competitiveness. People have a tendency to emphasize traffic over relevance. You need to make sure the search term you're targeting has sufficient traffic, but often you don't want them to have too much. More traffic usually correlates with high competition. So let's go back to the Boise law firm. Let's say they want to rank for the term lawyer. This puts them up against almost all law firms in the English-speaking world, including larger and more powerful ones. As I'm presenting this, there are 112 million Google results for lawyer. Only 10 are on the first page of Google. So when picking keywords to target, you clearly need to choose your battles wisely. So how do you do that? There are several free tools for accessing keyword competitiveness. One example is the SEO chat keyword difficulty check tool. The higher the score in the keyword gets, the more competitive the term, and the more difficult it is to rank for. So generally speaking, terms with a difficulty score over 60 require much more than just one-page optimization if you want to rank on the first page of the search results. HubSpot Internet Marketing Software is a paid tool that includes a keyword monitoring component. In addition, it helps you maintain a dashboard of relevant keywords, including search volume, competition, your ranking, and the number of visits from a keyword search. Sure. So to beat the competition, after picking your arena, you need to figure out how to beat the competition in that arena. The way to do this is for your site to gain authority and relevance for those terms. Authority is accessed by understanding the link profile of your site versus those other sites ranking for the keywords you're targeting. So external links from other sites aren't the single most powerfully ranking tool amongst the major search engines of the day. The three most important elements of these linking factors are the number of links to a website, generally more is better, depending on the quality, the number of links to the specific page one hopes will rank for the term in question, again this is typically better than less, and the anchor text of links to the specific page. And then see the upcoming link building chapter on this. Links are the biggest factor in gaining authority in search engine rankings. As a rule of thumb, one site could compete for rankings in the short term with other sites with similar link profiles. Tackling sites with more powerful link profiles requires time and dedication. The bigger the gap, the more time, effort, and budget is needed. When a large gap exists between two competing sites and the number of inbound links, it's very difficult for a site with less links to make up ground and compete for keyword opportunities. Then links are, let's see, relevance. Relevance, on the other hand, means looking to see if other sites are specifically trying to rank for term in question. On-page relevancy can be quickly assessed by looking at simple elements. Keyword match in the title of the page, the keyword match in the site's internal navigation, and keyword match in the domain name. By considering both authority and relevancy, it's a relatively simple process to determine opportunities. If ranking for a given keyword term are dominated by much more powerful sites, obviously targeting the term with their own page factor, then it's likely best to look for another keyword opportunity. If, on the other hand, these same sites are powerful yet aren't specifically targeting terms, or vice versa, then potential does exist. At the end of the process, you should have a list of keywords that have been vetted. Now it becomes a process of prioritizing all the remaining keywords. While the same primary assessment variable can still be utilized to determine priorities, secondary assessment variables can now also be considered. So prioritization variables. Competitive advantage. Does the firm have a distinct competitive advantage in terms of price, quality, delivery time? That can be leveraged to increase the likelihood of sales. Ability to scale or fulfill. Is inventory or ability to fulfill limited? If so, other products and services with more potential might be a better priority. Then profitability. How profitable is a product or service? More profitable items are often more desirable to promote. Lifetime value of the item client. The sale of a given item is made, the current value of the sale is not only the consideration, one should also take into account the average lifetime value of the purchaser of the item in question. Often the keyword terms with relatively high search volumes and low competition are the best opportunities. Of course, relevance must be factored into this equation as well. In addition to looking at volume versus competition, it often helps to look at the additional prioritization variables. Then short and long-tail keywords. Keywords play a big role in search and optimization of your website. So let's review what role short and long-term keywords play. Provide examples of different types of keywords and provide you tools that will help you generate such keywords. So short and long-tail keywords. Short-tail keywords can be described as broad keywords, and long-tail keywords can be described as narrow keywords. For example, web design would be considered a short-tail or broad keyword, and real estate web design would be considered a long-term or narrow keyword. And then short-tail keywords generally target larger groups and less specific search engine searches as opposed to a long-tail keyword, which is used for targeting a specific or niche market. Short and long-tail keywords can be used in page titles, descriptions, and the content of your articles. The reason we use long-tail keywords more than short-tail keywords, so you're more likely to be able to provide the relevant information to what the user is searching for that is more specific than a lot less competition for someone searching for long-tail keywords than there is for short-tail keywords. So visitors using a long-tail phrase know exactly what they want, and these are the type of visitors that you want to attract, as they're more likely to turn into a lead than someone that is window shopping using a very general search term or short-tail keywords. Then a good marketing strategy is to have the pages that will target bigger subsets of users by using short-tail keywords, and others that will attract specific users by using long-tail keywords. So you aren't limited to one or the other, so you can use both types. But here's a couple of examples of short-tail keywords. We had tennis coach, tennis courts, tennis shorts, tennis racket, tennis balls. And then long-tail keyword examples: Mike Van Zeffen, USTPA Master Pro Tennis Coach, tennis courts in Orlando, Florida, Nike tennis shorts, Head tennis rackets, Penn tennis balls. So keyword generators, there are a variety of generators on the internet you can use to help you get started on creating a list of short-tail and long-tail keywords. You can find keyword generators by typing real estate keyword generator into a search engine, or you can use some of the generators we provided links to below. So one of the good ones is wordstream.com keyword-generator, and then tools.seobook.com keyword list, and then Google AdWords. So that really concludes the presentation on keywords, and I will take this off for now. Okay. So, what was that about?
That's great stuff, William.
Good.
That's really good stuff. Yes, definitely. Well done. Good presentation.
I think for Eric, we'll also tell you that we see a big difference when we build websites, and one of the things we do is to use the Alexa ranking to check, and it really helps because if you look at the Alexa rankings on different websites, you can see whether they really have any authority or not. So
yeah, that's true, and a simple thing that, I mean, since Google also changed their keyword tool, you can always get some good ideas about long-tail keyword just by using Google itself to do a search and see what suggestions that comes up. I mean, for most people, that's a good idea of keywords to use, and also use Google as itself to see some basic competition.
Yeah, also you'll see pricing on there. So
yeah, absolutely.
If
so, are you still recording, William?
Yes.
Okay, good. Any comments from Oliver? I think it was a great presentation, and I think that's really useful information for anyone interested in learning more advanced keyword research.
Yeah, definitely, I agree on that as well. You know, like I said, you made good points in there how to actually find your, you know, we were talking about before getting your target market, you know, so, you know, I think this will help you actually, you know, to get your market, you know, to get your people you want to target. And it's a great point, William, great presentation. And just one thing I want to, you know, ask you, you know, when you're talking about Google AdWords, I mean, Google keywords and all that, you know, when you punch, let's say, tennis coach, and you get, you know, more than, you know, more than one or two options, you know, so which one you go for, you're going to follow. Let's say you got 1,000 people, you know, or 2,000, you know, volume, so which one you're going to go for? There's a difference in there, so you got more higher volume of searches or less volume, so what are you suggesting on that? What's the, you know, the best way to go about it? If you know what I'm asking and what I'm, you know, getting at.
If I understand your question, the problem that you have with genetic keywords, just like tennis or something like that, it's not specific enough to attract the people that you're probably looking for. I mean, you have no idea what you're going to get. So, in my opinion, long-tailed keywords offer the best bang for the buck. I mean, especially if you're paying for advertising, because that way people will see something and go, "Oh, I'm interested in that." Whereas they see something generic, then very doubtful that you're going to get the clientele that you're looking for. You're just going to get people kicking tires.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, and another reply to in the same area to Oliver is that it also depends on. I guess you're talking about the result when you do a search in the Google keyword tool, and you see the volume of searches for that specific keyword.
Yes. Yes.
If you look at the results that has tons of searches, as William said, the generic keyword will of course have so many more searches, but if you can go down to a more long tail keyword and try to see at least a part of the competition, you can select a keyword from that. The real use of the competition values, they will come in if you do a Google pay-per-click advertisement. But as long as you don't do that, you can pick keywords with high competition for sure. But as William stated, long-tail keyword will sort out a lot of different searches that you are not interested in.
I mean, it goes back to the example, you know, if you just chose the term lawyers, you're going to get 112 million people.
Yeah.
But hardly any of those are going to be of any value to you. So by using long-tailed keywords, you're really you're cutting down on all the noise, so to speak, of those people searching for just anything. But they start looking at specific things, and also you'll find that the price that you would pay if you were doing a pay-per-click ad would be a lot cheaper, to be honest. Generic keywords can get very expensive.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I mean, if you do a search and you see that your long tail keyword just have, let's say, 2,000 searches in month, you can be pretty sure that the competition is lower, and still there are 2,000 people searching for that, and if you can get, let's say, 20% of that will be 200 clicks for your website anyway. So that's, even if the search volume is low, you can expect to get quite a good results. But you have to find that the long tail keyword.
Yeah, sounds good. No, really good. I can I can understand what you're saying. So I think it's important for our businesses as well to start focusing on this as well. And again, William, great presentation. I think it's important for us as well, and not just for us. Anybody else who's going to see this video. Eventually, you're going to put it on YouTube, and it's on YouTube actually at the moment. And if someone is interested in finding about SEO and keyword search and all that, so it's a great presentation, and really appreciate it. Thank you for doing this, William.
Oh, you're quite welcome. Just one other thing. If you look at your name, Oliver Mansky, and you've got things associated with it, you'll see that when you pull up Google and just enter your name, you're going to see a whole bunch of things that are really considered long-tailed keywords. Because for example, with myself, if you put in William B. Weeks Jr., you're going to see me on the first 3 or 4 pages, and all of that's based on the videos and articles that I've written. So they just keep improving your long-tail keyword selection process.
Interesting.
Okay, I'll stop the broadcast now, and then we can just chat here.
Okay.
Okay.